May be wondering why you are having a struggle, having conversations, you know, having those sales. You're doing all kinds of things online, funnels, emails, talking on social media. Nothing seems to be landing to your best fit client. I wanted to share with you in this really intimate setting of how you would be able to do that. My name is Sharon Stewart Francis. I have been marketing online since 2012, and I got into the coaching space about 3 years ago and was able to help 200 coaches and course creators dial in their offer in such a way where they'll be able to validate it. That means they get 2 to 3 sales on a consistent basis on just the offer alone. So you don't have to have fancy funnels or big courses in order to start earning. And you're not a real business until you do so. And I just wanted to talk about my student, Kelly, and what she was able to do in such a short space of time. What I see as a big problem is that a lot of people want to rush the process. They don't want to take the time to do the things that are going to actually bring them absolute sales. And this is not a place where you can rush through things. You have to take your time and get very detailed, especially in the market that we are in now. Maybe I would say about 2015, 12, it was a little bit, the landscape was a little bit different. Most people didn't know it, and most people were eager to learn, and it was so much easier. Even Facebook was much easier to navigate back then. But today, we really need to understand our offer. We need to dial it in such a way. And this process that I'm about to share with you is a way for you to start having conversations with people organically. And you're going to get a lot of intel just by asking a simple question in a group. If you want to learn how that works, keep watching. I wanted to go over this video where I was teaching one of my past clients how to get in front of her audience in a group and how to get intel, not necessarily sales from these individuals, but actually find out what they're thinking about what she's trying to do, right? So let me backtrack. Her name is Kelly Smith. She works for a MLM company called Pharmacy, and they do skincare line. They sell makeup from, things that will help you with breakouts and eczema and things like that from a more pharmaceutical type of doctorial way. They have different things in it that like maybe other products over the counter doesn't have, which what most MLM companies do. So I told her to look for groups that kind of deal with it. Like, she doesn't have to go directly to a group that's talking about acne, which is what she was focusing on. That was her offer that she was focusing on, different topical things that you can do to help not have breakouts. So I said, go to like beauty groups, because those are associated with skin, not necessarily directed to a skin issue. And so here's a post that I did on her behalf just to show her, and I thought it would be good to show everyone how to do this. This was back in November 2023, end of November. And I just put a random post like this particular group, you can post whatever you want, and you can find a lot of women's groups and things like that to do that with. And so I just put up something that said, hey, wanted to know what's the number one reason why breakouts happen with adults? Pretty simple question, right? But do you see that 46 people actually commented on here? So this was a lot of intel that she got. And I even answered some of the questions. So when people begin to answer, you come back and answer them, because these are people you can add in your ecosystem. I could click on this person. She seems very interested about this. And I could click on this person and add her into my ecosystem by adding her as a friend. She's familiar with me now. I've talked to her, And you could even continue the conversation in Messenger if she wanted to. So she says, everyone gave a perfect answer, but also you would be surprised how many adults were never taught or learned how to care for their skin. And I don't mean that in a mean way, just my observation in aesthetics. So she's somebody who works in that area. And I said, Kayla, yes, it's not even being mean. I know I didn't know too much about skincare when I was younger. So yes, the routine is extremely important for real. And so it's just, to me, just really great intel in terms of eating, in terms of so much stuff that she can talk about in her ads or on her own profile page, right? She can take the intel that she gets from here. Now you're speaking the language of the people that would more likely buy from you, right? So Kayla was one. You could do top comments. You can do all comments, so that I can see all of the comments here, and just kind of slide down and get all of the intel from previous comments that were made here. I think somebody actually asked stress. She can talk about all of these things as it pertains to her offer, right? Nutrition, inflammation. Like, some of these people actually are doctors. Like this, she seems like she knows what she's talking about. Stress, not enough sleep, bad diets, too much sugar. So a lot of people mention stress here and sugar, menopause. All of these things are intel that you can actually talk about on your timeline. And you can start making posts regarding this, because this is an actual issue for a lot of women. So this is a great way to get data. This is a great way you can pull out a spreadsheet and actually put the comments in here and actually craft content from what people are actually saying online. So powerful when you are doing your offer this way and you're expressing. This is a way that you can express what your actual clients might be feeling, and they can connect with you this way. So I thought it was pretty good to actually do this. Setting spray, so they know that the chemicals, like chemicals from setting spray, you could just use so much stuff here. All right, so I just want to encourage you to get that intel from actual, that's my coach, actual people, what they're actually saying out of their mouth. And you can get a lot if you ask specific type of questions, like simple questions like this. Now, this is me, and this is Kelly right here, who I was discussing just a while ago. She had made 6 sales in 2 weeks using the process that I just finished sharing, and some other goodies, in dialing in your offer first, because that is the number one step. If that's something that you want to learn, I am having a resolution call where I do offer repair. We can dive in. You just drop me a line or do the next step, and I would be more than happy to help you start earning, start having conversations, start earning on just an offer, right? Where you can validate that, and that will pay you for a lifetime. Hope to meet you soon.